Hello, everyone, and thank you for watching. All right, today is Sunday, 13 February 2022. It is just after midnight here, coming to you live from Davao, Philippines. Excuse me. And it's a little bit after midnight in California. That is midnight Saturday night, Sunday morning. $1 will buy you 51 pesos. Let's get to the news. My name is Andres Chang. This is Americano Update. And can we have the graphic for Odette and link in? We'll put a link in the description. And okay, there's Commander Daut. He's got lots of subscribers. He certainly doesn't need me to promote his channel. But hey, Commander Daut, man, promote my channel. Get me on your channel. I need more subs and viewers, etc. Or as we say here in the Philippines, or as we call it, Pinas, etc. I didn't watch the whole video. Link in the description. Please watch the video. I've been saying this every Sunday ever since I started this show. I started this channel with Odette because Typhoon Odette and the people affected by Typhoon Odette are still in emergency situation. So the people there, they need help. I've actually recently been in contact with somebody with NGO experience or nonprofit experience or both. Anyway, hopefully we'll be able to organize our own private relief effort. But please, everyone in the Philippines who's watching this, spread the word. I also heard from someone that the Philippines is open now, and because the Philippines is open, people are going into Cebu and they are helping out and they are volunteering. That is, foreigners are doing that. Anyway, Cebu, Surigao, Siargao, Bohol, entire communities have still been destroyed, still need water, still need food, still need power, still need internet. Everyone still needs everything, really. So please help out. Please click on this video. Please get in touch with me if you can. Like I said, I'm already talking to somebody, and hopefully this person and I will be able to organize some kind of relief mission. And again, to all of the entire Philippines diaspora and to everyone around the world, please send us help. All the millionaires and billionaires in the world, please get on your private jets and come to the Philippines. The people who have been affected by Typhoon Odette, next week it will be 2 months, approximately. Next week it will be 2 months, and I will stay on this story because it is still a story and it is still an emergency situation. People still need water, food, power, communications. They need to rebuild their homes, which have been destroyed, entire communities. So please, anyone who's watching, spread the word. Watch the Commander Daut video. Help out where you can. Try to help out where you can. Okay, let's go to the next story, please. Let's go to that Al Jazeera video. Right, this is great. So I've put in, there should be 4 links in the description. We can keep this graphic for now, but there should be 4 links in the description. Watch all of the videos. You will be caught up on Philippine politics and the presidential elections, which is a little over 2 months away, 2.5 months away. We will be electing a new president. But basically, okay, so full disclosure, I am anti-Marcos. I do not want Marcos to win. I do not want Marcos to be the president of the Philippines. And so just to summarize quickly the history of the Philippines, and if you watched if you watched my minimalism videos, especially part 3, you will know that I do know my Philippines history. So what happened was the Marcos family. So let's just state the facts, okay? The Marcos family came to power. They were dictators. They declared martial law uh, in the Philippines for 20 years. Uh, Marcos and the First Lady, Imelda Marcos, ruled the Philippines together. Marcos eventually and Imelda, his wife, they were ousted in a revolution, in the People Power Revolution. And Marcos eventually died because his health had deteriorated due to kidney related health issues. So he died. And the Marcos family, we learned recently, funded the Duterte campaign. And so Duterte is now president. He will no longer be president. And now it looks like the son of Marcos, the son of Imelda, perhaps literally a son of a blank, um, will be president. Marcos will be president. And so it certainly looks, all appearances is, it's a deal. It's a deal. Hey, Duterte, man, I'll give you money, but then you have to make my son president after you. Yeah, Imelda, no problem. Walang problema. But my daughter gets to be vice president. So then she'll be president next time. And then both of our families will rule this country, be the de facto leaders. And that's democracy. Okay, so I'm anti Marcos. Full disclosure, I do not want Marcos to be president. I don't think he should be president. It looks like he will be president, but uh, the Philippines, politics in the Philippines is very unpredictable. Politics really, really, I mean, the future is unpredictable. Okay, some people thought there was no way Duterte is gonna win. He's just too foul mouthed. No way, but he won. Same thing in the U.S. with Trump. There's no way he's gonna win, but he won. And of course, nobody saw COVID coming, or at least anything can happen. And anything can happen. I'm a U.S. citizen. They can make me president of the Philippines. Why not? Um, so let me talk a little bit about politics, and hopefully later this week we'll drop another video, not live. It was recorded already, where I give more of a general political commentary, but I'm going to be really specific here. So what I'm going to say is, well, first of all, before Duterte was president, he was the mayor of Davao, and Davao subsequently is a very safe city, but at what cost? Now, I live in Davao, and I like the safety of Davao. That's one thing I like about Davao. It's safe. Uh, a lot of people, I'm not the only one who will say that. This is just an anecdote, but a few years ago, before COVID, my wife and I were leaving Gaisano Mall here in Davao, and this girl in front of us, maybe teenager, maybe 20s, she had her phone in her back pocket, sticking out of her back pocket. And I said to my wife, she can't do that in Manila, can she? And my wife said, no way. There are so many hold-uppers in Manila, pickpockets, etc., etc. But at what cost are we safe? And we're safe because the cops can just kill people. And that's wrong. I don't want to live in fear. Now I'm a white man. It's oh, I don't have my mask. Well, if you can imagine, imagine me wearing my mask. So see, I look Filipino. So if some people see me like this with my mask, they start speaking Bisaya, and then I have to do this. Oh, sorry, English only. And then I have to put my mask back on. Now, or it could be that they know I'm a foreigner and they just don't feel like speaking English. Anyway, but look, in it, we do not know that these people that the cops are killing are guilty because they've never had a trial. There are still no jury trials in the Philippines. Okay, so yes, the city is safer, but I don't like how we got here. If we're a safe city because, and I say I'm not Filipino, but I say we because I live in the Philippines. I don't like how we got here because if we got here by killing people without a trial or extrajudicial killing, then that's not the way to go. Where does it stop? Can the cops just kill people in broad daylight? Where are the families of the people that Duterte has killed or who have been killed while Duterte was mayor or while he was president? Is every mayor is that the answer in Manila? Should the mayor of Manila tell the cops, hey, kill everybody? So where are the family members of those who have been killed? Why isn't the media talking to them? Why aren't they getting platforms? I don't know. Now let's talk about the Marcos family and why Marcos should not be president. Well, first of all, let's get the history correct. The Marcos regime was not a golden age of the Philippines. If it was, then why was Aquino murdered? And then if they were such good leaders, why was there a revolution? Oh, well, our Marcos is such a great leader. We're going to kick him out with a revolution. Wait, what? Oh, the Marcos era was a golden age. Really? Then why were people so upset that in a revolution they kicked him out? Okay, the fact is the Marcos era was not a golden age because in the 1980s, remember what happened? Those of us who were here, I was not here, but looking at the historical record, the market crashed. The market crashed. So economically, it was not a golden age, okay? And while many Filipinos are living in poverty, Imelda Marcos has 3,000 pairs of shoes. This makes no sense. There are some terrific. Watch all of those videos. I mean, she's on video. There we got the graphic. She's on this video saying, this is a direct quote, "I want to mother the Philippines and the whole world." And then later she says, "Nobody can stop me." And if you watch the other videos, which are very good videos, I'm not a mental health professional, but in my opinion, Imelda Marcos that's a terrific video you've got to watch. We got the graphic up on it now. The director of a documentary called The Kingmaker, which I believe you can stream on Amazon Prime. I don't know if you'll be able to stream it from the Philippines. I'm not going to try it because I'm cheap, or as we say in the Philippines, kuripot. That's why I'm sorry, the video quality and the sound quality of my videos are not that good. That's another great interview talking with Andy Bautista. So again, I'm cheap, I'm kuripot. That's why, and this channel's brand new. Okay. So please be patient, cut me some slack. But the video and sound quality are not that good. I know, but we're just starting out. We're just getting started. Um, and besides, like I mentioned before in my previous video, I don't want this channel to be about, oh, it's visually really good or the audio is really good. I want it to be a boring news channel, just the facts. So getting back to the facts, or the fact of my opinion, I'm not a mental health professional. I think Imelda Marcos is a psychopath. I really do. I think that she believes that she can do anything because she has done a lot and gotten away with it. We know for a fact that they stole at least $5 billion from the Philippines, taxpayer money. So those of you who are watching and you support Marcos and you want the Marcos family and the Duterte family to be in control of this country. Look, they took $5 billion uh, and of your taxes. And somebody is asking me a question, and the answer is yes. Okay, so actually, what we'll do is we'll edit out a little bit of this video here where I'm talking about the Marcos, my opinion about Marcos. We'll post that later this week, in addition to the other video that we'll post later this week. So hopefully we'll post this channel will post 2 more videos this week. Hopefully we'll spread both of them or just one of them on social media. And hopefully I will be rich and famous. And again, I'm a minimalist. If you've watched my minimalist videos, I don't want to be rich because I want to buy 3,000 pairs of shoes. I only want 1,000 pairs of shoes. Just kidding. No, I want to be rich because I need to make a better YouTube channel. I mean, look at this terrible video and audio quality. Just kidding. No, I want to be rich. As I said in my minimalist videos, I want to be rich because I don't want to worry about money. I hate worrying about money. And I don't want. And by the way, look, I'm not judging. There's nothing wrong with Imelda Marcos having 3,000 pairs of shoes. There's nothing wrong with that. My father is a rich man. Sound problems. My father is a rich man. My grandfather was a rich man. There's nothing wrong with being rich. The problem is that there are all these people in the Philippines and all over the world and the global South and in the United States, the richest country in the world, who are living in poverty. So the solution is not to look. Let's say we take away all of Imelda Marcos' shoes. She only has 1 pair of flip-flops. You imagine Imelda Marcos walking around with her dress with her big hair and her big shoulder pads, and you look down and she's wearing flip-flops. That would be a funny video. Anyway, the solution is not to make Imelda Marcos have only 1 pair of flip-flops. That's all she has, and the rest of her shoes, we sell them and we give the money to the poor. The solution is we have to fix the system so that poor people can climb out of poverty. Okay, and the problem is that people fall into poverty and then they stay in poverty. In the United States, it's really bad. There are college professors in the United States who are homeless. That's a fact. Okay, anyway, getting back to the Marcos family, they are murderers. Duterte is a murderer. He has said he doesn't care about human rights. He has said he wants to stick a gun in a woman's private parts and pull the trigger. 300 people disappeared during the Marcos martial law, MML, mixed martial law. I just made that up. I'm so witty. I'm so clever. I should be a comedian. Anyway, during the Marcos martial law, not mixed martial law, during the Marcos martial law, 300 people, 300 Filipinos disappeared. What happened to them? We don't know. We do know 3,000 Filipinos died under Marcos martial law. So go tell your friends, I don't want Marcos as president. And they will say, oh, why don't you want Marcos as president? And you can reply by saying, I don't want to see 300 people disappear, more people disappear, and I don't want to see 3,000 more people die. You know, what's going to happen to critics of Marcos? You know, Andy Bautista, he felt like for the safety of himself and his family, he had to leave the Philippines. You know, is that going to happen? I've got a tech issue. Don't know about. Okay, never mind. Don't know about what? Okay, never mind. Okay, so somebody is saying something like don't know something. But anyway, anyway, the fact is 300 people disappeared during the Marcos regime. 3,000 people died during the Marcos regime. So if you so I am anti-Marcos. I don't want him to be president. I don't think it would be good for the Philippines. And I don't want to live in a country where people will be dying and disappearing again. Now, just because this happened during the first Marcos regime doesn't mean it will happen to the second Marcos presidency. But what we do know is that's my concern. Let's put it that way. That's my concern. First of all, if Marcos is going around, if Bongbong Marcos is going around telling people that the Marcos martial law was the golden age, that's just not true, because in the 1980s there was a crash, and the economy crashed, and 300 people disappeared and 3,000 people died. That's not a golden age. Now, what will happen in the future? No one can predict the future. I don't know what will happen in the future, but I don't want Marcos to be president because I am afraid, I don't know this will happen. I do not know this will happen, but I am afraid that it will be similar to the past president Duterte, where people were getting killed by the police. And I'm afraid that, like his parents, 300 people will disappear, 300 more people will disappear, and 3,000 more people will disappear. We cannot predict the future, but the past, some people say past is prologue. Some people say that the best predictor of the future is the past. We'll see. We'll see. So please watch all 4 of those videos. Links in the description. Let's now move on to the next story. I think it's going to be another short show this week. But anyway, so it's Black History Month in the United States, and I want to talk about Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris is the current Vice President of the United States. There she is. Her mother is Indian. Her father is Black. So she comes from a Black background, and I think an immigrant background also. She is the first Indian Vice President of the United States, the first Black Vice President of the United States. And she's the first female president of the United States. Okay, now This is an important moment in Black history because she's Black. She's the Black American history. She's the first Black vice president of the United States, first Black female president of the United States, first Indian female vice president of the United States. But let's remember that she supports the death penalty. There's no death penalty in Canada, and I don't think any European country has the death penalty. Hong Kong does not have the death penalty. Before she was vice president of the United States, she was the attorney general of my state, of California. Prosecutors wanted her to prosecute banks for breaking the law. She did not do that. So she, like President Biden, like Trump before Biden, and like Obama before Trump, are not servants of the people. They are the servants of big money, the big banks, Wall Street. So yes, we have a female Black vice president, but things are just staying the same. So that is my critique of Kamala Harris. I don't think she's a good vice president. I think, again, look at the record to inform the current decision, thinking with the future in mind. So you have to have. So I have the past record, the present situation, and what are the possibilities of the future. I have those three things in mind: past, present, future. I don't want her to be president. I'm not a Republican, but I don't want her to be president. I did not want Biden to be president either. I did not want Trump to be president either. It's not a good moment in Black history for Kamala Harris to be up there, but every history has good and bad. So that's my critique. So for this week in Black History Month, that's my critique of Kamala Harris. Next week, I'll have another segment on Black history because February is Black History Month in the United States, and the following week will be the last Sunday of Black History Month, and I'll talk about a little bit about. I'll have a brief story on Black history also. Okay, so now we come to the last story. I guess that's how news works. At the beginning of the year or at the beginning of any YouTube channel, the video like this one, the videos are long and then they get shorter. But again, anyway. So let's talk about Animal Farm. That's this week's book recommendation. Now, I have read the book. It's very short. And now this year, there is a graphic novel, which is a fancy word for comic book, of the whole book. It's called Animal Farm. I've got it on my shelf. But we're getting all fancy schmancy with these digital graphics because thank you again, by the way, to the person who's helping me with this channel. I cannot do it without you. Lamat, you rock. So I highly recommend. I know. Not everybody has time to read a book a week. Maybe I should only do these book recommendations once a month, but this you'll read it quickly. It's short. The Animal Farm. I highly recommend reading the book because it's short, and then reading the comic book as well, or the graphic novel. It's on my shelf. I've read it. It's classic. And so that's my book recommendation for this week. Animal Farm by George Orwell, written by George Orwell, but the pictures in the comic book are by Odyr. I hope his name is not pronounced Odyr. Ha 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 ha. He's if he's a good artist, which he is, does that mean he has good odor? Oh dear. Ha 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 ha. Oh dear. Okay, anyway, so that's my book recommendation for this week. And so that's it for Americano Update. And tune in next week. And hopefully this week we'll drop 2 more videos. And we're working on some other stuff. And hopefully we'll be dropping more videos and just keep adding more content to this channel. Thank you very much for watching. If you're here in Davao, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And if you're in California, go to sleep, or hey, go party. All right. Bye, everybody. Thank you for watching. Bye.